Call this meeting of Macon County Board of Commissioners. Well, Mr. Tate, won't you tell the story?
Yes, please.
Sorry about that. This is a continuation meeting. We continued our last meeting until today, so we are able to conduct regular business, plus we're going to have a discussion about the budget, including but not limited to the school system and the fire departments. So with that said, I know we do have a couple of pieces of business to take care of. If you'll please the board, I'd like to I recognize our county manager. We approved the safety structures at Parker Meadows in a previous meeting, and then for some technicalities and believe that we had to unapprove it, and now we have to approve it again. So, Eric, you want to elaborate on that, or recognize Lindsay? She's got
just exactly what you said, and we have Lindsay here with finance. Basically, we had the entire safety structures, materials and labor in one package. Come to find out, we had some issues with the person that bid following a complaint that was actually filed with the Department of Insurance by someone else, by another party bidding, and found out that the low bidder was not authorized to construct in the state of North Carolina. So we had to split those back out, and we had to bid on the materials and bid on the installation separately. We've since done that and got everything cleared up, and we're just doing a little housekeeping here tonight so that we can move forward and get that done as soon as possible.
Lindsay, you have that?
The material piece came in from Shade America, $59,380, and then the installation came in from Caravan Homes of Charlotte for $21,500. So the total was $80,800.
So the last time it was good money.
About $4,000 short.
But that, we're still within our budget that we allocated. We're not expanding. Yes. So we would need, I think, Chester, what we need is approval contingent on you getting the contractor to work together.
I think what we want to do is approve those informal bids and those amounts, subject to appropriate contract that would reflect the terms of the RFP being included, RFP for both being included in the terms of the contract.
And authorize Derek to execute.
Yes.
The reason I put this on the agenda to get it today, we were notified by the folks who have the low bids that if we notify them, yes, we want to proceed, they can get started on that this week and probably have those safety structures up. They got one. They talk to you. Would have them up by the
Our next tournament is June 18th.
which is next weekend, pretty sizable tournament. If not, they're going to get here and be mid-project. They're going to have stuff sitting everywhere and all that during that large tournament. So
When is the date of that tournament?
next week, not this coming weekend, but next.
June the 18th.
So I'd recommend that we go ahead with that. So we can party on it. I'll make a motion.
Motion to approve is presented.
We have a motion and a second discussion. Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion passes. As I said, this is a continuation meeting. It is primarily a budget work session, but we never do keep folks in the public from speaking. That's been my MO and will continue to be as long as I'm here. L'Oreal asked to make a statement to the board, and if there's anybody else here that wants to speak to the board, we'll allow that too, in fairness. So,
Thank you. You know I like to be to the point. When I came out of my road to come here this evening, all the traffic was blocked with a school bus. And it didn't happen here, but out by the airport, a huge shower came down. So the school bus driver made absolutely certain that the kids, as they got off, got inside the cars, and then the doors were closed. It was very touching. It's just a reflection, just like when I made that video about Peaks Creek back in 2005, of how everyone in the county really treasures and values the people who live here. not necessarily talking about the second homeowners, but those who really live here full-time. So please make it possible for us to continue to do so. This year, meaning the 2015 tax season, the increase on my taxes was so substantial, it almost wiped out the lowering that I had. There was the senior age discount. And so please don't raise the budget this year and taxes greater. We're already strapped.
We are not, I think I speak for the board, we have no intention of raising the tax rate. And we found out that most probably, after our budget is passed, we will have the third lowest tax rate in the state of North Carolina. We were the fourth at one point, and then we did the revaluation of everything being redone. Our neighbors in Jackson County were actually lower than us, but their proposed budget is, I think, 3 cents higher than ours. Not mistaken, with 37 of their cases. Thank you. One other item, and I'd like to bring something to the attention of the board. I did speak with Chester about this earlier, so he knows what it is. I became aware of a situation about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Been talking with Tommy Jenkins, who's our economic development coordinator, and we have an opportunity for some expansion in the high-tech area. It's sort of time sensitive, and the county has a potential piece of this puzzle. And so to bring the rest of the board up to speed and also to discuss that with our attorney, I asked Chester about this, if I could ask for a brief closed session for that. And then we come back out, and I do anticipate that we can possibly take some action. So without disclosing anything else, I'd like to ask for a closed session for attorney-client privilege. And I'd like for Tommy Jenkins to join us.
Mr. Chairman, if I could add to that, probably there would not be any action on this item, but if we could expand that closed session to also include potential property acquisition, I would like to ask the board to do that as well. I just wanted to make the board aware of something that was brought to me.
The purpose of staying now is what we're going to discuss. We can't discuss anything that's not stated. So thank you. So I would entertain a motion to go into closed session for a brief period of time. It wouldn't take more than 10 minutes. Check. Motion second. Discussion. All in favor say aye. Right. We'll be back. I need a good car wash. Tommy, Joyce, and Chester.
They're going to get you. Bless you.
Did you have to say?
Thank you, folks, for your patience. Let me read this. This is from North Carolina General Statutes, just to let you know what we just did. To discuss matters relating to the location or expansion of industries or other businesses in the area served by the particular board, which is us. For including agreement on tentative list of economic development and incentives that may be offered to public body negotiations or to discuss matters relating to military installation, blah, blah, blah. Any action approving the signing of the economic development contract or commitment or the action authorizing the payment of economic development expenditures should be taken in open session. So so that's why we're back out here. We discussed the matter. Tommy, help me if I get straight here. We have a company that's looking to expand. The old SKF building, which I think everybody's familiar with, the industrial park. That building's available. It's 72,000 square feet. This business would be adding an estimated 35 jobs to our local economy at $48,000 per. So we ran some numbers, and I had, again, full disclosure, I had talked to Tom about this about 3 weeks ago, so he and I had some time to talk, which is okay to do. We just couldn't talk about it all the board. So I asked Tommy to put some numbers together, which he did an excellent job with this. If you look at the average wage of jobs added, it's going to create an additional payroll for the county of $1.7 million, a little over $1.7 million. Then we also talked about the property itself. If you take just the property, the fact that it's basically now is an abandoned building, there's nothing in it, just the value of the building and the equipment that this company's going to put in that the county, I'm going to give you a figure in a second, there's an investment we're going to have to make. We'll get our money back in 2 years, just from that. That's not counting the additional sales tax and ad valorem tax paid by an additional $1.7 million payroll, if that makes sense. So with that said, and we did discuss, just so you know, the board does know the name of the company, and we possibly have another situation that's going to come about because of that move, and I'll just leave that there. But there is, we checked in, there's a grant available from the North County Department of Commerce. It's called 1NC grant. It's to, and there's another one available. It's the Macon County Department of Commerce Building Reeves grant. This one was one that fit that particular business perfectly, as does the Reeves grant. So we're probably going to look at doing that as well to help them make those expansions and additions. Okay, what that means to Macon County now is that it's a 3-to-1 match. The grant is $120,000. So the county match would be $30,000 investment up front, one time. It's not recurring. And I talked to Derek. Tommy, add anything to that? I paraphrased.
Mr. Chairman, I heard there be an incentive agreement between the county and the company with clawbacks within that agreement where if they did not meet their benchmarks going forward, that the county would have means to collect those funds.
In other words, they'd have to pay us back. We feel certain after talking with the company, looking at their track record, this is a great fit for our county. So, Tommy, anything else?
I think you did it. I think these are really good paying jobs. They're well above the median income that we now have in Macon County. I think our median household is somewhere around 36. So these will be strictly an average of 48,000 per year. Over 5 years, there'll be a total new investment of $3.2 million. So it gives us momentum moving forward. It helps fill our industrial park. It fills an empty building and puts people back to work. It's good moving forward.
Derek, our contingency from down to the end of the year, do we still have $30,000 available? Yes. That would be my recommendation, to take that from contingency, and that doesn't add anything to our budget. It just allocates that money. So, gentlemen, questions? Comments, motion to be in order?
Just an observation, should the commissioners approve this, there will be a subsequent agreement that would identify the details, the parties, etc., that would need to be presented to this board. Tommy alluded to it, and that could be available, I think, fairly quick.
Yeah. I think what I'm asking us to do tonight is to approve approve the action, the decision, the incentive, the process, and that will be put in our minutes that we have done that. Sort of the chicken and the egg thing. We have to let the Department of Commerce know, yep, we're in, for them to come in, and they have to do that in a matter of days. So it's something that, I know the counties obviously are competing for these monies as well. We're not going to be, we'd like to get the Department of Commerce. Chester's right. We'll have to come back at a future meeting and approve the actual documents. Any questions? Comments? I would entertain a motion to approve $30,000 contingency to be used as a match with the North Carolina Department of Commerce 1NC grant. And we'll call this Project K, T-E-C-K. T-E-C-H. Sorry. T-E-C-H.
You went to Star
No, help start, really. Project Tech, T-E-C-H. That will be the name of the project. And I think we'll publicly announce who this is in June. So,
Yeah. Mr. Chairman, I make a motion we approve $30,000 contingency, Project Tech as our portion, as our match portion, and incentive to as described.
as incentive. Okay, we've got a motion, a second. Second by Mr. Shields. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion passes. Commend Tommy for a really good job on this. This is going to be like I say, we'll announce all, it's going to be a double whammy the time it's all over. We're going to hopefully help somebody else to do that. So we'll talk about that. Thanks, Tommy.
Thank you, Charles.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you.